Hey everyone, today I've got The Mandalorian Season 2 Episode 3 Disney Plus review. This next episode, titled The Heiress, continues where the last episode left off. Will it still have you saying, "This is the way"? So as far as the story goes, Bryce Dallas Howard returns to direct another episode for the series, and this one, right off the bat, looked like it was inspired by her dad Ron Howard's space movie Apollo 13, and I actually thought that was a really nice nod and quite the tribute and homage to her dad, and I think it's also a very special moment for her to also return once again to direct another episode. And here you've got Mando and Baby Yoda, who are reuniting Frog Lady, if you remember from the last episode, with her husband, and I'm just like, when that happened, I was like, oh, that's so cute! Now Mando just wants to know where he could find others that look just like him, and I felt like the pacing in this episode really kept me interested because, you know, when you have a story as compelling as this, it's like it leaves you thinking, okay, so we're definitely gonna find out a whole bunch of new information here, and we're gonna get a lot of questions answered. And in this episode, I really feel like you get that and then some, because then it leaves you wanting more. I really like how it also turned into this space pirate themed episode, because it starts off on this high seas adventure with Mando and Baby Yoda, and I thought it was really intense to watch until some actual space pirates come around. And I think this might actually be my favorite episode, if not one of my favorite episodes of this season. And I think I might like this episode that Bryce Dallas Howard directed as compared to season 1 episode 4. So as far as the casting goes, you've got Pedro Pascal, who I swear to God, I cannot get enough of him playing Mando. I mean, he's quite the father figure to Baby Yoda, and then it's just like he's still strong-willed and he knows what he wants, and sometimes when it feels like he's about to hold back, then he gets in and fights, and he, helps out, and it's really well worth it, until he meets Katie Sackhoff, who plays Bo-Katan in this episode, and she actually originally voiced the character in the animated series of Star Wars Rebels as well as Clone Wars, and I think she's quite the character here, because not only does she look exactly like a copy of the animated version of the same character, I mean, she really pulls it off, and I just really loved seeing her in this, because we obviously saw a lot of female energy in Bryce Dallas Howard's previously directed episode, but then here it actually makes me like these characters and the way that they're portrayed 10 times better. And there are other characters who are wearing similar armor to Mando's who fight alongside Bo-Katan, and I thought they all, did a really good job as supporting characters. And it is really cool to see Titus Welliver in the episode, because you would kind of suspect he'd play a bad guy alongside Giancarlo Esposito, who once again is featured in here. So I just kind of like seeing them talk this very dark conversation of evil things to come in the future. The things that I liked, obviously it's still comical with Baby Yoda, and just seeing also how cute he is, of course. And I really liked how action-packed this episode was. I mean, I was shocked that Bryce Dallas Howard could pull it off, and it was quite the feat, but it was definitely worth seeing. the fight scenes and just how well choreographed it was, especially with all those stormtroopers. I mean, it was just so awesome to see how that was all pulled off nicely. And there's also a reference to Ahsoka Tano. Now, if you guys hadn't been following along, and it had been reported that Rosario Dawson was cast as Ahsoka Tano, and she's, you know, this Jedi who, you know, we're eventually going to see played in live action for the first time. So I think it'll be really nice to see once her appearance in The Mandalorian comes out, I think, in the near future, because when Mando is going to try and track, you know, anybody down to bring Baby Yoda to his own kind, I think it would just be really nice to see how this is all going to turn out. And I just love all these little Easter eggs and teases and just things to come. It just makes me really love this series, and so I just can't wait for more. So overall, I would say that I was really impressed with this episode, and I, like I said, think it's one of my favorites so far of this season. So I can't wait to see where the season, you know, takes us next. So I would highly recommend seeing this episode, this series in general, and I would give this 5 hearts on the heart rate scale. So let me know in the comments what you guys thought of The Mandalorian Season 2, Episode 3. And as always, you guys can subscribe to my channel. I've got more movie reviews, movie updates, come back every week for a Chill Thursday video. You guys can also like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter, and I will see you guys later.